Get ready, EV enthusiasts. The electric revolution is hitting warp speed, and ElectroDrive News is bringing you the hottest, most electrifying updates from across the globe. From game-changing price cuts to unexpected production shifts and stunning new vehicle reveals, we're diving deep into the stories that are shaping the future of electric mobility. Buckle up, because you're about to get the inside scoop on everything you need to know. We're kicking things off with a massive shakeup in the electric motorcycle world. LiveWire is slashing prices on its S2 series. But is it enough to ignite interest in their pricey, range-limited machines? Next up, we're heading to the heart of the automotive industry, where General Motors is making some surprising moves. Despite a record August for EV sales, GM is hitting the brakes on production for key models like the Cadillac Lyriq and the Chevy Bolt EV. We've got the inside story on why they're scaling back and what it means for the future of EVs in the US, especially with that crucial tax credit about to disappear. Then, prepare to be impressed as we shift gears to the luxury EV market. Lotus is back with a true super saloon that's aiming to redefine performance and style. We're talking about the stunning Lotus Emeya, a four-door electric marvel that's challenging the established German giants. Get ready to explore its innovative design, incredible power, and whether it truly lives up to the Lotus legacy. And finally, we've got some incredible news for your wallet. In a world where inflation seems to be everywhere, some EVs are bucking the trend and getting cheaper for 2026. We're breaking down which manufacturers are dropping prices and how you can snag a fantastic electric vehicle for less. Stick around for all these stories and more. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to ElectroDrive News, hit that notification bell, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. LiveWire's price cut, a Hail Mary for EV motorcycles. LiveWire, the electric offshoot of Harley Davidson, is facing an uphill battle in the EV motorcycle market. With monumental expenditures and abysmal revenue, the company has largely survived on government subsidies, which are now under threat. To drum up interest, LiveWire has launched the Twist and Go promotion, significantly slashing prices on its S2 series of electric motorcycles. The S2 Del Mar will now start at $9,999, the S2 Mulholland at $10,999, and the S2 Alpinista at $11,999, dropping several $1,000s from their original MSRPs. However, these bikes still command a high price, suffer from range limitations, and have experienced production bugs and recalls. In an economy where consumers are cautious with spending, it remains to be seen if these price cuts will be enough to convince buyers to invest in an EV motorcycle that still faces significant challenges. This drastic move ahead of a new CEO and potential loss of incentives suggests LiveWire is trying to prove market viability or prepare for a return under the main Harley-Davidson banner. Will these cuts be enough to spark a revolution or just a fire sale? Don't go anywhere, because the automotive landscape is shifting in unexpected ways. Next, we're diving into General Motors' surprising decision to slow down EV production, even as sales hit a record high. GM hits the brakes on EV production amidst tax credit uncertainty. In a move that has sent ripples through the automotive world, General Motors is scaling back its electric vehicle production, despite reporting a record number of EV sales in August. The company is pausing assembly lines and canceling shifts for models like the Cadillac Lyriq, Cadillac Vistiq, and the Chevy Bolt EV, anticipating a significant slowdown in EV demand as the $7,500 federal consumer tax credit nears expiration at the end of the month. This credit has been a crucial driver for EV adoption, especially given that EVs remain more expensive than their gasoline-powered counterparts. Production pauses are scheduled for the Lyriq and Vistiq at the Spring Hill, Tennessee plant in December, with further slowdowns planned through the first 5 months of 2026. Additionally, the start of a second shift for the Chevy Bolt EV near Kansas City has been indefinitely delayed. This decision comes even as GM's senior vice president, Duncan Aldred, noted that while August was a record month, the company anticipates a smaller EV market in the near future and aims to avoid overproduction. The move highlights concerns about the U.S. falling further behind in clean energy investments, especially when a major domestic automaker aggressively cuts EV production. The U.S. EV market faces a critical juncture as major players adjust to shifting incentives and consumer sentiment. But while some are slowing down, others are accelerating into the luxury performance space. Get ready to meet the Lotus Emeya, a super saloon that's challenging the status quo. Lotus Emeya, a bold new era for the super saloon. The Lotus Emeya is making waves in the luxury EV market, aiming to rival established German powerhouses with its distinctive style and potent performance. Born from a new era for Lotus under Geely's ownership, the Emeya represents a significant departure, blending innovation with a nod to traditional automotive prestige. Sharing a visual language with the letter SUV, the Emeya boasts a striking design, complete with advanced features like an electrically dimming segmented roof panel. Inside, the cabin is a blend of cutting-edge technology, though its heavy reliance on a touchscreen interface may present a learning curve for some drivers, requiring adaptation to virtual controls for functions like wing mirrors and HVAC. Lotus has refined its range with the Emeya 600 and 900 models, offering various trims with horsepower designations and optional extras. While the higher-end models boast impressive acceleration, hitting 0-60 mph in under 3 seconds, the base 600 model already delivers exhilarating performance, making overtakes and merging into traffic effortless. The car's handling is exceptional, masking its considerable weight with a balanced and refined suspension. Lotus, like many EV manufacturers, grapples with the balance between extreme performance and practical range, often justifying high prices with blistering sprint times. Despite industry headwinds and past production concerns, the Emeya 600, in particular, stands out as a pioneering super saloon, offering a compelling and stylish alternative to competitors like the Porsche Taycan. This electric marvel is redefining what a luxury performance sedan can be. And in a surprising twist, some electric vehicles are actually getting more affordable. We'll reveal which EVs are slashing prices for 2026, defying the inflation trend. EVs get cheaper. Inflation-busting price drops for 2026. In a stunning reversal of the current inflationary trend, several electric vehicles are set to become more affordable in 2026, with manufacturers announcing price cuts on their latest models. This development offers a much-needed respite for consumers facing rising costs across the board. Factors such as increased domestic production, changes in market demand, and manufacturers' willingness to accept smaller per-unit profits are contributing to these price reductions, especially in the wake of the impending expiration of the federal EV tax credit. Cadillac is lowering the starting price of its 2026 OPTIQ crossover by nearly $2,000, offering a rear-wheel drive version with 300 miles of range. Chevrolet is also enhancing affordability with a new WT trim for the Silverado EV, starting at $54,895, and introducing a more budget-friendly range-topping Trail Boss model for 2026. Even Mercedes-Benz is responding to lower-than-expected demand for its EQS and EQS SUVs by reducing their MSRPs, with the EQS SUV seeing a significant $15,000 price cut. Toyota is also making its electric crossover more accessible, with the 2026 BZ, an improved version of the BZ4X, starting at $34,900, a reduction of $2,170 from the outgoing model, despite upgrades like increased range and faster charging. These price cuts signal a competitive market and a strategic shift by automakers to maintain EV sales momentum. That's all the news for today, but we'll be right back with a rapid-fire recap. Don't miss our lightning round summary of today's top stories. And that's a wrap on today's electrifying news. We saw LiveWire slash prices on its S2 electric motorcycles in a bid for market share. General Motors is surprisingly slowing EV production despite record sales as tax credits wind down. The stunning Lotus Emeya is here to challenge the luxury EV sedan market with incredible power and style. And in a shocker, several EVs are actually getting cheaper for 2026, defying inflation. If you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe to ElectroDrive News for more cutting-edge updates, Ring that notification bell so you never miss a beat, and tell us in the comments which story you're most excited about. Follow us on all social platforms for even more EV insights. We'll see you in the next episode.